like in high school, that's not the time to think about boyfriends. It's not, okay, they can be there, but it's not the time to think like you're fixated on that, like it has to happen. I'm a teenager, it has to happen, you know. That that's actually something that would get, hata wenye hawaku wanapenda masomo, that was something that would actually get you to school, just so that you isikupite. And then we did a lot of theory, you know, a mix of maize and beans, end of story. So I saw her and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. You know, of course, I said hi and I didn't tell her that you're looking very different. I'm not that person. You just had your fun. If I come and tell you, guess what? I am pregnant. For who? You will jump Futikumi and you're like, wait, not me. There has to be somebody else. Not
and
me.
There was
Please.
no DNA to do.
There was no DNA.
Two words, Wanjiru, Thuku. Dawn of Fortune, or that's who we have on the show today. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. Yes.
Finally, you're here?
Finally.
All right. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And of course, it's a pleasure being here. It's an honor.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I saw that you wrote this story when you were in high school.
Yes, part of it. Part of it.
Did you rewrite it later?
I did, because in the beginning, you know, I had just very few pages, not more than 50 for sure. But you see, when you're in high school, then that's a lot, isn't it? Because you feel like it's such a big deal, you know, to write the 50 pages. So definitely the book is not 50 pages right now. Yeah, so I rewrote it later. Yes.
Why did you come back to that story?
Why I came back to it?
Why not write a new one?
I guess I was fixated on that one. And I like to finish what I began. So it was flowing very nicely. And then obviously I had been put into it by my literature teacher, Mr. Njisha. Rest his soul in peace. He loved the story so very much. And he kept saying, definitely, you need to keep writing. Just keep writing, you know. Yeah.
So when did you come back to it?
During COVID. During COVID, all of
During
us.
COVID, was that just after high school?
No, that was definitely a very long time. High school ni kitambo sana. It was a very long time ago. But COVID was just the other day. So you see, there's something that was lying somewhere in my laptop for a very long time. Yeah, because I had actually tried to publish that story back in 2010. I had tried to publish that story, but then I was going to pay a very high amount, a lot of money for it, because they kind of felt there's no story here.
How much were they?
$500,000. $500,000. Can you imagine?
You are that rich?
Yeah, yes. Not me, them. They wanted me to give 500 shillings to publish the story.
But you had that kind of money,
I didn't have it. I kind of think they...
How many copies did they want to give you for $500,000?
That was for publishing only. And then, you know, we can talk about other things later.
Those were conmen.
I feel like they were, but it was an actual publishing house. I won't mention which one. It was
$500,000?
Yes, $500,000.
So were they going to publish, then sell for you?
Yeah, publish and sell. So definitely I would be getting the royalties and all. Yeah.
Why would you be getting royalties, yet you paid?
Yet I paid, you know, I don't know. It's just been referred by somebody. Then 2010, I was very, very young.
Very naive.
Very naive, actually.
But if they thought you had $500,000, maybe you look like $1 million.
Maybe I look like $1 million, you know. But definitely that was.
So if you had the money, you'd have paid.
No, 500,000. Why should I pay all that money for sure?
To publish?
No, I don't know. Because again, they were just gonna change the whole story. 50 pages is such a small number.
They were going to rewrite it?
Definitely, because it's just 50.
So this was your high school novel?
That was my high school novel, yeah.
Okay.
Although a lot has changed since. Yeah.
What changed?
Like the names, kind of Africanize it,
What kind of names did you have originally?
English at the beginning. Just
Were the characters English or American?
no, they were just blacks like the rest of us. Yeah, but
Where was the setting at that time?
at that time it was just here.
Oh, but the names were in English.
Kenya, the names were in English. Yeah, plus it wasn't. I didn't have that very nice flow. It was just neither here nor there, but it was something.
Is it now set in Ghana?
It is set in Ghana, yes.
Okay, before I come to that,
Yes.
I want to know why you are so fixated on this story.
On the story.
Why did you come back to it?
Because I imagine a lot of stuff, by the way. Every time I sit down, everywhere I sit, I imagine things. So you can imagine in high school, it's actually a romance thriller. In high school, what do you know about love? What do you know about marriages, early marriages? It's just the textbook kind of information you get. So you kind of want to build onto that, So it was not actually just the only story I wrote. I did a lot of just stories here and there, but this was like a major one because I imagined a happy ending, a happy ever after kind of story, And then again, I was a teenager. There was this kind of life you imagine, like life should flow in a certain direction. There should be some kind of order into life. You don't just wake up one morning, you're in high school, you didn't go to primary school, there's just some kind of a systematic flow. So that's definitely what I was looking forward to. Yeah. So imagining this, because for me, I feel like in Africa, or let's say back in the day, the education for the girl child was not this very magnified thing. It's always been the boy child. Even today, you utakuta mama anaambia like their child, their son, lazima usome so that you can be an independent man, so that you can support your family, I don't think, for me, I feel like the girl child also needs to just rise up, be somebody in the society, Yeah, go to school, you too go to school. That's why your man unalipiwa school fees. Go to school, study. Like in high school, that's not the time to think about boyfriends. It's not, okay, they can be there, but it's not the time to think like you're fixated on that. Like it has to happen. I'm a teenager, it has to happen, There has to be some kind of a system. Like, enda shule, soma, become somebody. And then after you become somebody, then you can meet somebody who is a somebody, It's not just unakuwa pale ushago, you go to high school or all the way to class 8. Even today it happens. There are those who just go to class 8 and that, boom, that's it, But I was kind of trying to communicate. I really needed to communicate to the girl child as much as I was a child then. Like, let's do this. Wacha tusome. Let's go to a high school. Let's go to campus. Let's, just be somebody in the society.
Do you know what I was writing when I was in high school?
What are you writing?
I was writing. I remember. I started writing in primary school. So the ones I remember writing in primary school, they were like sort of kids horror. Because I used to read Goosebumps. You know Goosebumps? That book series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember writing about shrinking. And when you are shrunk and then the spiders are huge.
Yes.
That sort of story. In high school, I remember writing about a science fiction. I don't remember what was the story.
Yeah.
I remember writing another one where people had superpowers. Because I loved Smallville and also loved the Harry Potter series. Then I remember writing another one about basketball, romance, but about basketball. So it's like set in a camp, a holiday camp, where teenagers have gone during the holiday and they were playing basketball because I loved movies about basketball.
Okay.
So that's what I remember writing in high school. Then I remember writing another one about school life. I don't remember what the theme was. I threw away all of them. So I'm relying on my memory here. But you are writing about child marriage.
Early child, like forced marriages.
You know, there's no early child. Child is child, right?
Yeah, child is child.
Unless you mean somebody is 9 years old.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, there are places that actually.
No, in your book.
No. It's just a younger, know.
So it's not
you're
early.
Not 18. It's still early. It's still an early
It's
marriage.
not early child. It's early marriage.
Well, it's
but it's a child marriage.
It's a child marriage. Absolutely. Yes.
You say early child. It was like, is there a late child marriage?
Yeah, you make a lot of sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you see my point?
Yeah, I do.
Now, do you see my point on my story? I was writing those things in high school, but you are writing about this. So you see, what I was fascinated with was based on what I was reading or what I was seeing in my environment. So what were you seeing in your environment, or what were you reading that made you so fascinated with them?
You know, when I was growing up in my village, I actually started off in a public school. We would go barefoot.
Tell me about your village.
My village.
Where was it?
Such a beautiful place in
What trees were there? What did you eat? What games were you playing? Paint us a picture.
Yeah?
Paint us a picture. Before you tell us.
Yeah, my village is this beautiful, beautiful place. You know, it's in Nyeri. Yeah.
What's the name of your village?
Well, I don't want people to come to my village yet.
Is it the Kahuno?
No. It is somewhere near Kigogoine.
Kigogoine. Oh, Wajohiwa
Kigogoine.
Okay.
Somewhere
it's in
there.
Teto?
Yeah, that's Teto. So, Teto is beautiful. You know, even before Wangari Maathai, Teto has always been green. It's always been really beautiful. The soil is also very good, you know. So during that time, I used to go to a public school, not very far from where my home was then. So we would walk there very early in the morning. And you know, June, we're in June right now. It would be very, very foggy. I don't know where the fog disappeared, but it was very, very, very foggy. In that, even a meter away, you would literally not see anybody. Unatembea tu with the faith that I'm actually stepping on the right place. You know, I'm actually headed in the right direction. I'm telling you, it was very, very foggy. So we would just walk there. Myself and my other little, friends would run to school, get there early. If you're late, unajua tu you'll tapatana na kiboko. You know, it was cold, very cold. In fact, we didn't have the luxury of having very nice clothes, very warm, jackets and all. But we had them. I thank God that my mom actually really did work hard for me. Because somehow would rarely did I have, or let's just say barely, did I ever wear torn clothes. I would say most of, in public school, you expect all of these things with dresses and shorts, the khaki shorts with the patches. Khaki, the khaki, but it has a green patch somewhere and several of them. So you cannot, looks like a Christmas tree or something, So when the girls as well, the dresses that were checked green, but they had also many, many patches, blue, red, whichever, as long as you're wearing the uniform. So, but you don't have shoes. But at some point, I also got some rubber shoes, some nice rubber shoes. They're like the butter, what do we call them? The batangoma, something like that. The black ones, they were really nice. So we'd get there, asubuhi na mapema. We would enjoy a lot of maziwa ya nyayo because I was there during that time. Maziwa ya nyayo was something that got us to school, let me tell you. I think we used to get it every Friday or something, every Friday.
In a Tetra Pak?
Yeah, that one. Maziwa ya nyayo, you took it yourself?
Just once, maybe.
Once. Okay, I had it quite a number of times. In nursery school. Yeah. And nilikunywa mpaka even when I was in class 3. I took that milk. It was
when did that milk end?
When did it end?
Which year?
I think it ended in 2000.
Oh, it got that far?
Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, I think it ended
Hey.
in 2002, thereabout.
Then maybe they were not bringing them to our
To
school.
your school. It was a public school or
Yeah.
an academy?
To the public school. Yeah.
Okay. So tulisoma, let me tell you.
Mbona hawakuwa wanatuletea? That's favoritism.
It's favoritism. I don't know, maybe your MP didn't do a very good job about it. But yeah, it was good. It was gold. Let me tell you.
I also grew up in Nyeri town.
You
In Nyeri.
Oh, it's Nyeri where?
My school was Nyamachaki.
Nyamachaki na hamko mnapata? You know, you guys were closer to town than we were. Yeah.
I don't remember us getting that milk.
Poleni.
We did. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I would, right? I would remember it.
You would. Definitely. Yeah, that was gold. That's actually something that would get, hata wenye hawaku wanapenda masomo, that was something that would actually get you to school. Just so that you isikupite. And then we did a lot of githeri, you know. A mix of maize and beans. End of story. At Inyanya, where just maize and beans. And it was gold. We used to call it supro. Supro.
Yeah,
You remember
I remember that one.
Yeah, supro. Yes.
Supro. What did we used to call supro? Was it?
It was that lunch. The supro was the lunch.
We also had that word.
Yes,
I'd totally forgotten that one.
Yeah, you know, we used to have that one. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But you see, most of us, wewe ukienda a public school, there's a chance that your parents don't have the capacity to take you to a cool, you know, academy. Because then, education was not as it is now. It was a bit not as good as it is right now in public schools. Because right now I will tell you, go look for a public school, take your kid there. You'll not regret it. Not that the way it was during that time. But guess what? We still produced prominent people in this country. As much as education was not as par during that time. So, most of us were not from very nice, very well-up families, you know. So what used to happen, I grew up seeing a lot of girls in primary school getting pregnant. In primary school. I don't know whether it had a lot to do with poverty, or it just happened, or was it just hormones, or was it lack of education? I think all of that, lack of, you know, common knowledge.
All of them together.
I think it's just a combination of all of them. So that,
and a lot of wolves.
A lot of wolves everywhere. Actually, there's bushes. There are bushes everywhere.
It was not as frowned upon then for men to want school-going children. It was not a taboo then as today, right?
It is now. You know, today
even now there are still men.
They're still preying on.
Yes, they're still doing that.
Yeah, but you know, now with the era of social media, we can make noise there.
Yes,
we can go talk to kids in schools. During that, let me tell you something. During that time, I don't remember a single day I saw a counselor in school. Not once, not twice. Never. If your parents are not talking to you about what to do, you know, as a girl, child, don't just be stopped by any random guy, kwa barabara, on the road. Don't just listen to nonsense. So that's part of what I really wanted to address in the book. Not fully about that, but I grew up seeing, including my friends, those I went to school with, although I later transitioned to an academy, not very far from where I used to go in the public school, not very far.
In primary school or high school?
Primary school. Yeah, primary school. So I grew up seeing most of them. Even later, after I was done with my class 8, I still felt so bad that most of my friends, the people I worked with to the primary school, the public school, wouldn't proceed to high school. Reason being, they got pregnant, so now they are nursing mothers. They're at home nursing their children. They don't have time for that. Others got married. Not by coercion. They just wanted to get married.
To who?
To just random guys in
and
the
they're in
village.
Primary school?
Yes.
Were these girls? Did they go to school like late?
No.
Or were they pretty young?
I'm telling you.
Were they under 13 years old?
I don't know.
Because
maybe they
primary
were
school
14,
today. is somebody who is like under 13, right?
Yeah, but you see, during our time,
That's why I'm asking you, did they go early? Did they go late?
Late. Yeah, because during our times, most guys went to school late.
Yeah.
So by the time you're done with your class 8, you're probably 14, 15. Others could be even 16.
Okay.
You see, but does it really matter? Doesn't mean that you get married simply because you're already above 15. Doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So I saw them getting married and I was like, this is life just thrown or tossed over into a river or somewhere. Just, I'm done with everything else. Now let's go get into, creating a home.
How did you avoid it?
How did I avoid it? I think I'm naturally principled. And also my mom used to talk to me a lot. My mom used to be she had moved to Nairobi. I was in the village with my grandparents. Oh, I loved them so much, so very much. They loved me. In fact, to date, my grandma, I think she feels like I'm her last born because I grew up with her. She loved me so much. My grandpa as well. So my mom, every time she came, because she would come like once a month, she would talk to me about life, about what to expect. My body's changing, what you might expect to feel. And then after I moved to an academy, we also used to have counselors coming in. You see, they would talk to us, girls, like boys don't just touch. Girls don't just, limit your conversation, limit your playtime with how you play with the boys. So we also had a lot of conversations. I would say there are people who actually also played a part in helping me not to just become a wayward kind of person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that a moment of silence for?
Yeah, I think it's a moment of silence
for your friends.
For my friends, actually, I would want to sit them. Yeah, I go to the village because I love my grandmother so much that I would go anytime and just visit her. But I never get to meet them. I would want to.
You've never seen any of them since then?
No, the ones who got married. No, never. I only saw one.
Maybe you've seen them, but you couldn't recognize them.
Yes.
Maybe they look way older.
Who got a baby when we had not even cleared class 8. I think I was in class 7. Yeah, she was still in the public school. I saw her. When I saw her, and I just cleared high school. I was still in high school. I couldn't recognize her. You see, the way you just exposed to nothingness, like nothing really is going on in your life. So I think even mentally, you change. I don't know, even your face, your features, everything just changes and you look older.
Yes.
So I saw her and I felt so bad. Of course, I said hi and I didn't tell her that you're looking very different. I'm not that person. Okay, I find it very mean and very, is it uncool or what? When somebody tells you, just magnifying the terrible things that you look, or, just trying to demean you, I'm not for that. And I really don't appreciate it. So I just feel just be nice to people. You don't know what really they have gone through. You don't know what transpired for these people to be what they became. There's nothing special that you did for you to become who you are. It's just grace. It's just life playing you good cards, Yeah. So I really felt bad to see her. And then again, that also happened in high school. I saw, right when I was in Form 1, let me tell you, that year, there are several, and I'm telling not one or two, several Form 4s. I'm not going to tell you the name of that school, but it was a good high school. In Nyeri still, I saw Form 4s who are coming to do their exams with the big bellies. Let me tell you. They're pregnant. They were going to be mothers immediately after their exams. Walisomea nje, because you see, you cannot be allowed in when you're like that. I saw that. So I don't know whether these days, if you're expected to do the exams outside the school or what happens. But during that time, you just come as you are. do your exams, then go home. It happened like that. And so then when I was like, well, this is not the kind of life I want for the women in my life, the young women in my life. If ever I get a girl, I never want to see her become that. There's no competition, there's no hurry. There's really never that much hurry in life to go into wherever, just move at your pace, I guess. So I really wanted to address that issue. Yeah. So I would say that's actually what drove me into writing that story in the way I wrote it. Yeah. And it's not just about the girl, but yeah, carry on.
Go on.
No, including for the boy child, it's I think it's not much difference. The only difference is that my tummy will sell me out, yours won't. But it's the same thing. Does it? I always ask myself, does it?
Is it?
Well, yeah, your life will move on, my life will just...
Is it really the same thing? The boy just had fun and moved on with his life.
Yeah, he had fun and moved on. And
the girl can't move on.
She will, but after some time.
She can't.
She can. Let me tell you.
No, I mean there's a disruption.
There's disruption.
There's no disruption on the boy's side.
I don't think there is. Men, I don't think. You just had your fun. If I come and tell you, guess what? I am pregnant. For who? You will jump futikumi and you're like, wait, not me. It has to be somebody else. Not
and
me.
There was
Please.
No DNA to do.
There was no DNA. Even today, do you think...
It's very expensive still.
It is. Even today, if it happened, do you think they would go for the DNA? I don't think so. For what? To prove what? Unless the family has loads of cash, loads of property, loads of just financial capacity. Yeah.
So you wrote the book?
Yes, I did.
50 pages.
That time. Well,
in high school.
It's just like a composition because I love compositions.
On a book?
Yeah,
on an exercise book?
On an exercise book.
Ile hesabu ama ile ingine?
Ile ingine too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With a pen, pencil?
With a pen. That's high school. With a pen.
Uh-huh.
I wrote it. It's like a composition.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice to write a composition. You can write a composition from anywhere.
Paint for me the day you started writing. Like what came to you?
What came to me?
Ni roho gani alikuingia?
Oh, I think ni roho wa Yesu. Anyway, I'm kidding. No, I think, can I recall, because I've been a writer, I would say all my life. I've been a writer all my life. Every day is writing for me. I write a lot of stuff in my head, by the way, but I don't put it down on paper. Yeah, so I don't remember the exact moment I wrote it, but I was telling myself, Nikiandika, can I come up with a story? Definitely the way it reads here is not the way it read then. I rewrote it, everything. Yeah, because there was nothing about forced marriages for sure. In my village, I never heard about forced marriages in my village, but I had written about, the way girls in my village kind of got pregnant, kind of halted their education, kind of their life just stagnated. Just write it as a story. It was interesting to read. If it was a composition, you'd love it. Yeah.
All right. So now, in the intervening years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between when you wrote the book and now when you came back to rewrite it during COVID, what changed? What changed? How did you change as a person?
Did I change? Yeah.
Which then made the book change?
Mm-hmm. You see, on primetime news, we had a lot of stories. If you remember, during COVID, we had a lot of pregnancies that actually did happen then. Do you remember? Because kids had nothing to do at home. They were just idle. They are teenagers. You don't want to have an idle teenager in your house. that is dangerous, very dangerous. So they had a lot of free time. And maybe, I don't know where the parents were. It's probably in the villages. There's a farm, there are cows, there are whatever, livestock to take care of. Maybe, I don't know. So they had a lot of free time. So we had so much news about it. But aside from that, we also had, still on the news, we had issues of forced marriages, not just during the COVID time. We have had those stories happening on TV. Also, now from that, I went into research mode. You see? So I checked, does it still happen in Africa, the forced marriage thing?
What's a forced marriage?
Forced marriage is when you're, as a girl who is not of age, you've heard of cases whereby we've had arranged marriages. Like, I don't know, I think it still happens in some cultures, not in Kenya, whereby mtoto akizaliwa, you're told this one will be married off to a son. Actually, it happens, let me tell you, even here in Kenya. Actually, there's a family, I know, I pass by there. So what happens is, assuming you're a very well-up family, you have girls for children. You don't want these girls to just pick random guys out there and end up in poverty. You want some class. You know, when you tell your friends, oh, by the way, my daughter, Sonia, is married to X. You know, you want the X to have a name, to have a class. You know, so by the time these girls are born, they already have a designated kind of person who they are gonna marry in the future. And it actually does happen. I don't know how forced that is not, because it feels like I didn't choose you. Why are you choosing for me? So that's like you're pushing me into somebody I didn't choose for myself. Aside from that, it still happens. If you do your research today, you'll see it still happens, as much as in most countries, it's prohibited to marry off your daughter, or to marry off your daughter before she has attained the age of 18 years, you know. But they still do it in some cultures. A lot of the most driving factor is poverty. You want to sell off your daughter so you can get, you know, I don't know, just it's actually happening in Africa. It happens even here in Kenya. Children are married off to older people who have, I don't know, some financial capacity. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you said during COVID you were researching on that. And then?
Okay. Oh, and then so that's where the story was born, because I didn't want it to be just, you know, I wanted to have it something that makes a little bit more sense to me, not to anyone else. Like about the forced marriages, why are they being pushed out to get married before they are of a certain age, or before they have accepted it themselves that I want to get married, you know? So basically that's how the story begins, but that's not the climax of it. We want to see, like, why can't you just get married? It's nice. If he has money, why not? You know, just get married, just sit in the house and, you know, you'll get everything. It's gonna be also good for your parents if they're bringing some financial support. They will. And it's a kind more of a win-win situation. Your parents get to win, you get to win, because now you have a good flow of money, you know. You don't have to struggle in life. Why are you struggling? You know? So I wanted to kind of place it like, you don't have to accept things simply because it's not just purely about even marriage. It's just, you don't have to accept things because they have been brought into you. You have the capacity to just refuse some things that are just pushed into your life. Like, you have your own mind, you have the capacity to just do stuff the way you want them done, you know? Yeah.
All right. So what had been happening in your life before COVID?
What has been?
What
How?
had been? What had been?
In terms of?
You know, when you wrote the first book, you were a child.
Yes.
When you wrote the second book, you are an adult.
An adult, yeah.
So I want to get a taste of how you evolved in the intervening years.
In the intervening years.
I know you went to Ghana, right?
No. Austria.
Austria.
Yes.
Can tell me about that?
Okay.
Because it bears in the book.
Ghanaian names.
You have Ghanaian names in the book, right?
Yes,
It's also set in Ghana.
It is set in Ghana.
Your first story was set in your village, or a village like your
yes,
village.
a village like my village, yeah.
So
with no name.
So we need
village
to
with no
understand
name,
how
yeah.
you came to shift to
How
Ghana.
shift to Ghana.
Mm.
Okay. So what happened is that at some point in life, grace beckoned, and I found myself living for Austria. A lot of people confuse that with Australia. It's actually just Austria. There's Austria and there's Australia. So I went to Austria. It's a German-speaking country. How I went there, I know you're asking yourself a lot of questions. I don't speak German, you know, but I did go there. It was fantastic. It was fabulous. So I went there.
Hitler is from there.
Sorry?
Hitler is from there.
he murdered people, right?
No, he's from there.
He's from there for real,
He's
right?
from Austria.
He is.
Not Germany.
Yeah, nobody wants anybody to know that, you know. So
Oh, really? In Austria?
You know, we want the good guys, you know. We want a good name. So yeah, it's like saying, what was his name? What was his name? This guy who was a robber. What was his name? What was he called? Okay, you remember him, but I don't know.
I don't.
We don't want bad guys. You know, even when you go out there, yeah?
Wanogo.
Wanogo is the name. You don't want people to say Wanogo came from Kenya. Which Kenya? You know? No, we don't know him.
But he's from Teto, right?
No, he's not. Which Teto? What are you talking about?
There's a famous robber from Teto.
No, we don't have robbers there. No, come on. We don't have robbers. We don't have nice names.
Sure?
No. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't want bad names associated with you.
But
even your family.
True, right?
No, we don't. In fact, we don't associate with that kind of character. You see, like in your family, if you have somebody who is doesn't have a very nice character, you don't want yourself associated with them. So it's the same thing. Yeah.
All right. How was Austria? Where did you go in Austria? Vienna.
Yes, Vienna, Austria, the heart of Austria. It's the city.
How paint for us a picture? How does it look? How is that city? You know, what was the culture shock? Things like that.
The culture shock. Would I say the culture shock? The first one is, of course, the language. I don't speak German. It's a German-speaking country, you know. So if you don't speak that language, it's gonna be a little bit tough for you. How did you survive? I'm a survivor, so I just survived. You just need to know the small survival tactics. You know, the survival tactics. Just learn a few words that will save you. You know, just learn the greetings, for example. So something that's gonna save you from bad moments. You know, so that if you say, if you greet them, for example, in the morning, they'll feel, or whatever time of the day, they'll feel tuko pamoja. Yeah, so we can carry on. Then you just ask them if they can understand English, because there's a chance that you'll somehow get lost somehow. But you see, right now we have a lot of technology. So in the mahali, doesn't matter where you go, you won't definitely get lost. You just find your way somehow. So when I got there, I think, if you ask me, I think Vienna is the most beautiful place on this planet. It is beautiful. Vienna is really beautiful. There's so much order. You know, if you are into order.
Is order beautiful?
Poetically.
Some people find order claustrophobic.
It is it?
Like, order is claustrophobic. Like, you are talking about well-organized cities.
Yes,
everything
is organized. Oh my God.
Do they have trees?
They do. They do have trees.
Rivers?
There's one major river.
Okay, in the city?
You know, Vienna, Austria is landlocked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's landlocked. Actually, if you want to go to Germany, if you want to go to Switzerland, you just need the Schengen visa. Just cross there. You can just move from here to Uganda like that. It's landlocked. Doesn't have an ocean line.
So Vienna is beautiful.
It is so beautiful. It looks like, what can I say? It looks like a museum.
Like the inside of a clock.
It does. It looks like a museum, you know?
Oh, like a museum.
It looks like a museum
What do you
from the
mean?
buildings.
It looks dead.
No, it's very beautiful by the way.
Uh-huh.
So everything is very, very structured. You know, so there's a certain order, there's a certain way that things are done that feels so homely.
That's more beautiful than your village? With the trees?
Okay, my village will always come first, but
With the
given
trees and the shrubs.
no
And
shrubs.
the mufutetis.
No, you see I love my village very much. You see, we have trees everywhere. But again, in Austria, there's a structure. If the trees are supposed to go this direction, they go that. They're not haphazard.
Are you a person who loves structure?
Yes, I do. I love structure. I love order.
What kind of music do you listen to?
R&B?
Okay, I thought you were going to tell me classical music.
Even classical is not bad, but I guess I'm so much into R&B.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you somebody who improvises or you like plans?
I like plans. Oh, I love plans, let me tell you. Oh, I don't want you to tell me we are going to Mombasa. To do what? What are we going to do in Mombasa?
To have fun.
What fun. You know, I want you to tell me.
Enjoy the beach.
Just that end, and then after that.
There's 1,000 things to do in Mombasa.
Yeah, those are the things I want to know.
We'll find out when we get there.
No, I'm not that person. I want structure. I want just order. If you're going to go to Mombasa, please tell me. Are we going via... Are we using a plane? Are we using a bus? Are we using a matatu?
Right.
What are we using? Yeah. Do you have the tickets, for example? Where are we gonna spend our nights? And we're going to look to find when you find when you get there. How? I want to.
Are you afraid of what might happen if you don't plan?
Yes, always afraid. The other night I was.
So is it love of structure or fear of disaster?
I love structure and I also don't like failure. There's also the fear of failure, and there's also the structured things. Like, I give you an example, something simple, like cooking. Are we gonna bake a cake? Yes. What are we gonna use? I want to see everything there. See at in the middle of our process, there's something that we need to run and buy. Why?
Haven't you ever had a situation where you didn't have a plan and things worked out beautifully? Like,
I didn't have a plan. Okay, I work with plans. I really do work with plans.
Like this conversation.
This conversation, though, it's flowing.
There's no plan.
There was no plan. So I was telling you.
So
wait, what are we gonna
what do you think?
talk about? Wait, what? Wait, I want to be ready, you know?
What do you think?
I think it's fine. You know, the random, I feel like we are just having a conversation, which is perfect.
Anyway, back to Austria.
Back to Austria. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Everything is orderly, from transport. Do you know, by the way, in Austria, you don't need to have a car?
Why?
The transport system is so seamless.
What do you use? Subway?
You use the subway, the urban. You also use there is a bus, and everything is timely. If we have a bus coming at 11, it will be there exactly at 11. The doors close at 11 or 2. They will close at 11 or 2. It doesn't matter whether you're outside the door. The doors will close.
What do they eat in Austria?
Largely
sausages.
What
do they
bread.
call them?
I'm forgetting. Cross. I'm forgetting. I'm telling you, don't speak German. Yeah.
The wieners or something.
Yeah,
wieners, wieners.
You know, W is pronounced as
there's also
Vienna.
Vienna sausages, right?
Yes, those sausages are very, very prominent there. Then there's bread. This bread, it's kind of stuffed with the beef and pork, just wrapped.
Is it tasty?
Very tasty. Very tasty. I'm telling you.
What do they drink?
The culture is, oh my God, it is amazing. Do you know, when it comes to work, everybody is very, very serious at the office. Or at work, I was there in an institute. Everybody is very, very serious. I was at the International Press Institute. Everybody is serious with work. Everybody is serious with the research. Everybody is serious with learning if they're there to learn, like myself. When we get after work, let me tell you something. The culture changes. By the way, the culture changes. Very, very, the seriousness. Where I was, the place was Spiegelgasse. That is where the International Press Institute was. I used to live somewhere called Zollagasse. So in Spiegelgasse, it's like CBD. So it's everything work, everyone is busy. Then after work, it's a culture. Myself, because in the institute there are only 2 black people. Myself and the director, Mackenzie. Just the 2 of us. Everybody else was white. Most of them were Americans. So the institute was English speaking. So after work, like most of us would form like small groups. Oh, the director was amazing. She was like my buddy. But Thuku and when we get back to the institute, I don't know you. You don't know me. Everybody does whatever brought them here. But after work, she would come looking for me. She used my English name, but let's use Wanjiru in this case. Let's go out. Let's go catch a drink. It's a culture there.
What's your English name?
No, I'm not going to tell you that. It's a beautiful name. It's a beautiful name.
Philomena.
Oh my God.
Is that why you don't want to tell me?
Huge. Ambiguous.
Are you a Gaudensia?
Oh my God, no. No. I can't be Gaudensia. I can never be that. Oh, Gaudensia is actually a beautiful name, but not for me. Yeah.
Hortensia.
Oh my God, I used to have a Hortensia. She was such a good dancer in high school, but no. Yeah.
You knew somebody called Hortensia?
Yeah, she was a very good dancer. Hortensia, everybody knew Hortensia in high school. But then in high school, I was the school captain. Do I look like a school captain?
You do.
Oh, do I? Oh, yeah, I was a school captain.
Yeah, you do. Order,
yeah. Structure. That's me. And I love it when there's structure. Where were we? So after work, we would form small groups. There was me, there was Mackenzie, there was Thomas Ronesberger. Yes, and a few others who would go out. Every single day, there had to be a drink. Actually, in Austria, there's a coffee culture. It's a larger coffee.
The cafes, huh?
There are so many cafes. And you see when you go to a cafe, like your table, they look something like this. So when you go to a cafe, cafes there are like institutes. It's an institute. If I come there with my book, I will finish all 400 pages. You're not going to ask me to go out. You see, here, we come somewhere so much, they will tell you you're idling. What else do you need? Your coffee is finished. It's cold. What else do you need? Nothing. Okay, so please excuse us because we have other customers coming in, But there you will stay the whole day. Nobody will ask you to leave.
And you won't order anything?
No, you'll just take your water like this one, You
will not order anything there?
If
or you order the first one?
Well, you order the first. I think it's just courtesy. Order the first
one. So
you
could just go in there and not order at all?
Yeah, nobody will ask you out. But I didn't see anybody who just walked in and just didn't. They just courtesy. Again, there's order, there's structure. If you come here, just take a glass of a cup of coffee, and maybe some bread or a sausage, and then just take your seat. Nobody will ask you to leave.
How does the cafe make money then? If there is no compunction to order?
No, when it comes to that, I really don't know. But I don't know how they do, but
they're
they
doing
do
business for vibes.
Not for vibes really, because again, there are no vibes in Austria. Hello.
Really?
There's no small talk. Let me tell you something.
When you do the drinks, you're just drinking methodically.
No, if at all we are in a group, we'll go there, talk. You see, like when you go to clubs here in Kenya, this is what you'll find. There's music, isn't it? There's music, you'll literally shout at each other, isn't it? Is that not what happens? You shout at each other. In Vienna, in Austria, nobody shouts at nobody. We are just there to vibe. If I come here with a group of 5, we're just there, we're taking our coffee, we're just there talking about literally everything, not shouting. There's never shouting in Austria.
There's no loud music?
No loud music, no loud... Okay, the loud talking, nobody has told them not to talk loudly. But they just, the structure thing, this is the way we do things here. We don't shout, we just talk in a systematic way. Yeah. Yes. So we just, every single day would be alcohol there. Actually, the alcohol content is very, very high. But they do it for vibes. They don't do it to just get loudy and just, they just do it as a culture. Like we're here to have a glass of wine.
What do they drink? Wine or beer?
Wine. Okay, there's beer, but mostly after work is a lot of wine that they do a lot. What they do mostly wine after work. Then on Fridays maybe the beers. And
do they have like whiskeys, things like that?
I didn't see a whiskey.
Mostly it's wine.
Whiskey is not very much
mostly it's wine.
Big there. Mostly it's wine.
Okay.
Mostly it's wine and the beers now. So I can tell you this for a fact. In Vienna, for the time I stayed, I never saw a single drunk person. Not a single one. And drinking happened every single day, including on Fridays. So Fridays now we would go for dancing. It was amazing. I love dancing, actually. Yeah, so we would go for dancing nights. Everybody goes back home. It doesn't matter what time. Nobody will mark you. Nobody will be in your business. Because the other thing that maybe was a little bit of a shocker for me was the fact that Viennese people are very cold. Very cold, very cold. In fact, you see the way we normally have a small talk, you see like in an office setup. If I pass by you, I know you, right? There's when we pass each other, right? In Vienna, everybody is like this. We are here for business. Even on the streets, we are here. Nobody is in your business. Nobody. Let me tell you, nobody. And the other thing is that if you're black, because I would stay a whole day without seeing a single black person in Vienna. Then maybe there are more now, but in Vienna itself, I barely saw black people. And if you ever met a black person, just be courteous enough and say hello. And you're so excited. Oh, you're a Kenyan, So most of them were Ghanaians, others were Nigerians. So the highest population of blacks there is Ghana and Nigeria. Kenyans are very, very few. Wow, very few at the time. Yeah. So it was like seeing your favorite cousin. When you see a black person in Vienna, hey, just run to them. Oh, hi, how are you? Where are you from? I'm from Ghana. Oh, you're from Ghana? That's amazing. I'm from Kenya. Oh, Kenya, can we exchange contacts? Yeah. So these other guys, every time, because I think they were not so used to seeing black people, or they will stare at you like this. It's not the friendly kind. There you're like, ooh, she's black. Oh, and want to know maybe where you're from. Nobody will ask you that question. Nobody would ever ask me that question in Vienna. Nobody cares. You're here for whatever brought you here, but I'm like shocked. They will stare at you intensely. Like when you see them staring at you, it's like they're looking into your soul. Oh my God. That was like the biggest culture shock for me because again, I like talking to people. Small talk, not small talk that feels boring, but something like, hi, what's your name? They'll ask you if I see somebody at my place, for example, and I'm like, this face doesn't belong here. I want to know you. Just be courteous enough, say, hi, how are you? What's your name? Something like that. They don't care. They'll just stare at you. So I remember there's one time I had left Spiegelgasse. I was going to Solargasse. For the first week, I was accompanied by one of the workers there. They took me to my place every single day so I could learn how the subway works and also how to get my ticket. They directed me in all of that.
All this time you're not talking German?
Yeah. You see, the institute was purely American. It was an English-speaking institute. Yeah. So, but the small greetings, Guten Morgen is good morning. Guten Tag is good day. Good day is just a normal, here we don't say good day. We say good afternoon. There it's good day. It's good. Guten Tag is good day, something like that, So just learned a few basics. So I remember this one time I was kind of, after being accompanied, I left Spiegelgasse and I had alighted at the subway, my station. The Uber had dropped me at that station. So I walked up the stairs. The subways in Akwanganoko underground. So I just kind of walked up to the open ground. So when I got there, I was asking myself, excuse me, which way am I supposed to go? Is it right or left? I was confused. Again, Vienna doesn't have a very huge population. Actually, the whole of Austria has about 9 million. 9 million people. Such a small number. Austria is actually small. So Vienna has about 2 million. It's not very, very big. So I saw this lady. She was on her phone, just crawling. She was, there you just look at someone, you say, this one can be of help. So I went up to her and I told her, hi, guten Tag. I asked her what? Can't remember the actual word, but I asked her where Zolagasse is. And I also asked her whether she understands English. Guess what? She just moved behind. She just moved 2 steps behind. She looked at me. The stare, that stare is, it's frightening, the way they look at you like this. Like, do you want me to leave your country or do you want to beat me? So she kind of moved 2 steps behind and I knew I was cooked. Okay, I'm not going to get anything out of this woman.
Do they look at each other that way?
No. But as long as you're a foreigner, especially black.
How do they know you're a foreigner unless you're black?
Not exactly. They know like you're a foreigner, but I feel like as long as you're black, because I also had a few black friends. They still live there. They're still there. They every time would be even at a joint. They would literally stare at us like this.
So these guys are quietly racist. Quietly.
Yeah.
You can say it.
Yes, I would. They are, but as soon as you get to know them, they are friendly. You can have a conversation, actually. Not friendly, you can have a conversation.
But the attitude remains?
The attitude kind of disappears a little bit.
But not all the way?
Not all the way, yeah.
How did you feel?
The stare? Or the whole...
Like, how did you feel
collectively?
Not collectively. Mm-hmm. The psychological weight of all this, being in this place, which is so different. The trees are different from the trees at home. The food is different. The people look at you that way. The architecture is different. You are using subways. Everything is different. How did you feel? Psychologically?
Psychologically.
All of this difference.
All of that difference. Of course, you feel a bit, will I say lost? Somewhat lost. Of course, I had done a bit of research of what to expect. I hadn't bumped into the coldness of the people. So definitely when somebody looks at you like that, it's going to send some frightening kind of mood, because why are you looking at me like, do I have something on my face? Yeah, so definitely that felt rude for me, because you don't stare at somebody like that. Of course, when this lady steps behind him, I was really polite in the way I asked her. I even started with a greeting. If this person isn't from your place, I'm not here to rob you, I'm not here to rob you. Just listen and help if you can. Because I feel like it doesn't matter where you are. Okay, for me, I thought that bit of coldness was an off for me, who is into people, But everything else felt, since I'm adaptable for me, I'm adaptable. I always say there isn't a place in this world I would never leave. For sure. I'm adaptable. I adapt very, very fast to situations. So for me, you see, the first week, somebody has already guided me on how to use the subways, on how to, there's some certain button you press before you get into your apartment. You press some button in order to be allowed in, something like they guide you through the whole process. So International Press Institute made it very, very easy for me to adapt Otherwise, if I had started on my own, I would have wanted to come back to Kenya. Let me tell you, it would have been really, really bad. Yeah, but I adapted. It was very, very easy, and as soon as you get to know these people, it becomes easy to cope.
How long were you there?
6 months, just a very short time.
How did you feel when you touched down at the airport?
Oh, I wanted to go back to Vienna.
Really?
I did.
When you go back to Kenya?
When I came back here,
Yes.
I wanted to go back to Vienna, let me tell you. Oh, Vienna is the most, in fact, it has been rated as the most livable place in this world.
You didn't feel like you've come back home to people who
I know.
Who, you know, who are not looking at you with that coldness and everything.
The thing is...
The weather is, you know, warm.
Yeah, the thing is...
You didn't feel any of that?
No.
You didn't feel any relief?
I didn't feel any relief at all because I wanted to go back. Let me tell you, I wanted to go back to Vienna. As much as that was the only off, the coldness. But then you understand that people are different because you see, even today, people are very, very different. There's somebody you will talk to and they will stare at you in a way like, why are you talking to me? I don't know you, you know? If you're like me, you can talk to literally anybody because for me, class doesn't really, it's not a hindrance for me. I think people are just people, if you ask me. People are just people. Class, does it really matter? Do you think it does? Does it? No answer. No, for me, I really don't think, because I feel the president of Kenya and the farmer in my village, what's the difference between the two? It's only that one has more class than the other. There's no much difference. Yeah,
has
one
more
has more class, maybe even the intellect.
Do you mean you say when it has more class or is of a higher class? Those are two different things.
Yeah. It's of a higher class, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So if you ask me, people are just people. I don't think that should be... If you can talk to the farmer at the village, then why should you not talk to the president when he comes, like the farmer at the village? Why should you give one person a better seat than the other? People are just people.
Not to Kenyans?
No, okay, wait, to me. I feel like people are just people.
All right.
Yeah.
When you were there, in the blurb of your book, it says that you learned how to write at the institute. Like you were taught.
Yes.
International Press Institute.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned print journalism.
You are a journalist, actually.
I'm a journalist, actually, yes. I am. I've studied journalism. Yeah, so it was part of like an extension of my learning. So I learned print journalism there. Print is the written form, you know, the written form of the reporting stuff. You know, if you're learning how to write, you know, then you basically can get down to anything.
Were you working in the media when you got this opportunity?
Was I working in the media? No. I was just an intern at Nation back in the day. I was an intern at NTV. Maybe you can get my voice somewhere there. I used to report my baby, but as an intern.
Were you Wanjiru Thuku at that time? Or Gaudensia Wanjiru?
Gaudensia, the name that you just gave to me. No, Gaudensia, never. I would rather go with Hortensia. Oh my God. Yeah. You know?
I thought you said it's a lovely name.
It's a lovely name. I definitely
But you said
love
never.
it.
You just said never. Never.
Never what?
Would you name your daughter Gaudensia?
Gaudensia?
Yes.
Like Gaudensia?
Yeah. What's the short form of Gaudensia?
Gau. What's Gau? Oh my God.
Right.
It's not a bad name, but for me, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't get to choose your name, eh?
That's the problem. You don't get to choose your name. If we had a chance, then at the age of, I don't know, 18, that's when you get IDs, right? Then you can.
What name would you choose?
What name would I choose? Oh my God.
Malaika.
Like Angel.
Oh.
Which one? I don't know. I don't know. Just think of a name.
Mm.
But for me, let me tell you, I think I would still go with Wanjiru. I love my
No, that's, you can't talk about Wanjiru. That's
my cultural name.
cultural name, right?
Yeah, which I love. I think I would still go with the
But I'm saying if you had to choose your first name, Wanjiru is your second name.
Wanjiru.
Wanjiru is your second name. If you were to choose your first name, what would you choose?
That's a tough one. I have so many beautiful names that I never even get to think about. Yeah. We have so many beautiful
I know when you are naming your children, you looked for names. You researched. Anyway.
Yeah. So the reason I'm not saying
Mhm.
is because I like to have a meaning to everything, I guess. Like for instance, if I'm gonna be friends with you, then there has to be a reason behind that. Do you know?
Yeah.
It's not just friendship. For what? How are we helping each other here? You know? So I think even for the name, it has to sort of have a meaning behind it. Yeah.
So you went there to study and become a better journalist.
A better writer.
Better writer or a better journalist?
Better writer, journalism, writing, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then?
And then
came back.
I got you guys a very nice book, yeah? I did.
No, when you came back.
I came back. I sort of went into freelance writing. Okay. I've done a lot of corporate write-ups. Lots and lots of them. Corporates.
Tell me about the Ghana aspect.
The Ghana aspect.
Yes.
Okay, the Ghana aspect came this way. When I was in Austria, I told you the largest population of blacks who are not in Vienna, they were in other outlets. Like Vienna is the first district, is the CBD of, it's like it's the city. Vienna is the city, it's District 1. I was in the 7th district. So in the 6th district, I'm forgetting the name of the place. 7th was Solagasse, the other one I cannot recall. But that's where we mostly used to go. Most of them were there. So we used to go there on weekends with my other Kenyan friends. They were like, how many? Like 4 of them. The rest were Ghanaians and a few Nigerians. So there were so many, and I just kind of, you see the way you love somebody? You just love somebody. Do you kind of idolize them or something? Idolize them? Something like that.
You fell in love with a Ghanaian. That's what you're saying.
Thank you. No, what? No.
You said you've told me. You know how you love somebody. That's how I know.
Somebody.
When I love somebody, I've fallen.
No, sometimes I can just be platonic. You know, just platonic. I kind of loved them so much.
All of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it a surface level kinda? Because you cannot quite tell.
What did you love
about them? Yeah. Oh, I loved their accent. Oh,
are you talking about Ghanaian men?
Oh, come on.
No, I have to ask.
Yeah, there were men and there were also women.
No, did you love women and men? Or?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Platonic. Don't misquote me. I didn't say anything. Yeah, it was platonic. And the one thing I'm telling you I loved so much about them is the accent. It is so heavy, you know. Oh, it is beautiful. Yeah. And then I don't know whether it's just them or is it the whole Ghanaian community. But they were very nice people.
Is the accent very different from the Nigerian accent? No,
not quite. Actually, if a Ghanaian speaks, unless they know the difference. But for me, I can't tell because basically it's the same thing.
So had they been Nigerian, you'd have fallen in love with Nigerians?
I don't know. We would tell when it's, I don't know. But these people are really cool. Eh? This is why. Some really, really awesome people. I like people who fight for people. Because I'm that person, let me tell you. You will not mistreat somebody when I'm there in my presence. I will call you out. So they were just like that. They're just like that, very nice people. Don't just be rude to people in how you treat them simply because they can, like we used to have most Saturdays, we used to have the karaoke nights, mostly on Saturdays. So most of these guys who used to perform, you just call for the microphone. See, tunaenda huko mbele. The microphone will be brought to where you are. You just do your performance. I did one. Which one was it? So you'd find that whoever is giving the microphones is giving only to the locals. So what most of these Ghanaians used to do, they would go, either they grab the mic or they just say, this is not, they have been there for a long time, so they can speak German very fluently. So then the mic just comes. So something like that, and not just that, many other things. You find like these are people who kind of, is it selfish? Like people who meet you at your level, is it selfish? Is it or not?
You mean selfless or not?
Like you love people simply because they meet you at your level of, I don't know. Because I felt these guys...
Self-centered?
Is it self-centered?
You're talking about the Austrians?
The Ghanaians who are in Austria. Like I feel like they are people who won't just sit back and watch others, be impolite to other people.
No, that's not selfish. That's not the way.
It's not selfish, right?
Yeah.
So that's practically why I loved them. They were just so real. It's so nice when you meet somebody who is real. Like there's nothing to hide. You're so real. That's you. That's you. You can fight for people. You treat people well. Again, I was very, very new around there. So I don't know. Maybe I would expect them to be unfair in some things, or just impolite, or maybe treat me a little bit different from the rest. So I just felt like they were really kind. They were really nice. Like it's like I felt like I had found my cousins. Yeah. So that's how the story was born. Besides that, I came back to Kenya with a Sony camera, very nice, high tech. What else? There was that Sony camera and a watch. Yes, the two had been gifted to me by a Ghanaian dude. I see the smile.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, so he didn't want me to come back to Kenya. He was gonna marry me so that I could stay. Bingo. He was going to marry me, actually. I would easily get the papers and stick around.
So I was right.
You were
You
right.
fell in love with a Ghanaian.
No, not me. No, I didn't.
You didn't fall in love with him?
No. Let me tell you, I told you a love story.
This guy was not structured.
No, okay, he was being very, very kind to me because that would be an easy way in, right? But I was gonna be here for 6 months and then go back. I don't know. Was that? I should have, maybe, but no. Why should I marry somebody I don't?
Was he a citizen?
He was a citizen, yes.
In Austria?
A Ghanaian citizen, Austrian citizen.
If you married him, you would be an Austrian citizen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Road not taken?
Road not taken. I love structure.
Do you regret it?
No, I don't.
Do you think about it?
Sometimes. I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, what would have happened if I stuck around?
Is that why you wrote this book this way?
Yeah, but that definitely is not him and me in the book.
It's not, but,
No.
but the feelings,
I didn't feel
the emotions.
anything for him at all. I think I was closed off or something. Closed off like them, because Austrians are also very, very closed off. So I think I was closed off. My head has had a valve. It was actually closed.
Why?
I was afraid. Okay, my biggest fear from when I was growing up was the fear of raising a child without a father. That was my greatest fear. My greatest fear number 2, I didn't want to catch STDs. Let me tell you. That was my other number 2 greatest fear. Those are my 2 fears in life, I guess.
But
They
he
have
was
always
proposing marriage.
been. So was I gonna just get married and sit around?
No, if you get married, your child will have a father.
No, but I didn't feel anything for him. I was not just going to marry somebody off the street. I didn't know him much. 6 months is not enough time.
But you love structure.
Yeah, I love structure.
Structure doesn't need to have emotions.
No, not when it comes to that kind of thing. Yeah, and no, my valve was locked. It was closed off completely. I didn't feel anything for anyone, not once, never, not me.
Did you heal?
Heal from what are you insinuating?
Closing of the valve.
What are you insinuating?
You said the valve is closed. Sounds like you are traumatized or something.
Myself, growing up.
Not growing up, but not traumatized, but what's the word? You'd locked a part of yourself.
Yeah.
So did you open
the valve? Yes, I did. At some point, when the time was right.
When the time was right.
Yeah.
So it was you who was holding the key all along.
Yeah, the key was with me in my pocket the whole time. I'm like, no. You know, there's a time I was asking myself, am I normal? Or, for real. There's a time I was asking myself that question.
Why? What was the answer? What was the answer? Why you normal? What's the answer?
I think I was. I think the answer is I think I was normal.
But what did you think at that time?
Was I a teenager? No. I was not a teenager. I was in my early 20s. But even when I was a teenager, boys were off my life. Yeah, that's why I was asking myself if it was normal. Yeah, I didn't feel anything for anyone at all.
But you wrote a romance.
Yeah. You see, the romance it's not the time yet. Go to school, study. You should read the book. Go to school, study. What are you doing with boys?
So it's an anti-romance.
No.
It's like romance, not time yet for romance. Most romance are where emotions overwhelm the characters and they let love
win.
Plot.
Or sail.
Yes.
Yeah, it did. It actually did. Actually, I'm telling you, the one I wrote back in the day was very flat. It was good. It was interesting. It was flat. There was no emotion. I don't think there was emotion in that book. I thought there was, but I don't. Now thinking about it, I don't think there was. And if there was, it was imagined because I imagine a lot of things. Yeah. So. A lot of people ask me whether this book is my life. It's not. It's imagination.
Why do they ask you?
Because it is loaded with too much detail. Okay, not too much details, but it is deep.
How did you, you set this story in Ghana, Cindy?
Yeah.
How do you know about Ghana, how it looks and stuff? How do you describe the setting? Did you do research on Ghana?
Yes.
Or?
I did a lot of research. And also backed by the stories I was told.
What kind of research were you doing?
Research, of the places.
No, I mean, what were you doing? What kind of, were you reading novels about Ghana? How did you do the research is what I'm trying to understand.
How I did the research, it's not even books. It's just on the internet. I did my research on the internet. I listened to YouTube videos of people who have been to Ghana and their experiences. There we have a lot of stuff online for sure. So I went into digging so that I was also very, very keen on the names, for example, of hospitals. I would adjust that a little because I don't want problems with the government there. I don't have a lawyer. So yes, I just purely, it was research based.
Have you had any Ghanaians read the book?
Oh, actually, I met one at the book, the Africa Forward Fest the other day. So I just met this dude, just looked at him and I was like, this guy, he's not just idling here with his laptop, he's here for something. So I kind of just approached him, we had a banter, told him I'm an author, and I also told him I have my books with me there. So, and I told him the book, the story is set in Ghana. And he was very excited. I was like, oh, my wife would like to read that because she's Ghanaian. So I'm waiting for her to finish reading and tell me what she thinks about the book. But I know she will love it, or she already has. Yes.
I have not read this part of the blog.
Which one? What?
No, I won't tell you.
Yeah?
I won't tell you.
You won't tell me what?
So I've just enjoyed reading that last bit of the blurb. Have you ever gone to Ghana?
No, sadly.
Will you
but I
ever?
would want to.
Will you ever go to Ghana?
When the time is right. You never really know what happens next.
For you, everything is when the time is right.
Yes, when the time is right. If I had the capacity, I would go right now.
Oh, so it's not when the time is right, it's when...
Yeah, when
opportunity
arises. So I think it's when
okay.
the time is right, yeah.
So when opportunity arises is when the time is right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always that time that's right.
The time is always right.
That's how I operate.
But the proposal, the opportunity, the time was not right. Eh?
Which proposal? Oh, that proposal? No, it was not right. Oh my God. How do you live with somebody you don't love?
Oh, it's not the time that was not right, it's the person that was not right.
Yeah, even the time I was so young.
Oh, really?
Get married at 20 what? 20 what? What?
20 what?
I had a whole life ahead of me.
How young were you? How old were you?
I think I was 24.
That's not so young.
It is so young. I have a whole life ahead of me. Guy, now start raising kids at 25. My God.
Do you know people have 2 kids by that time?
Yeah, but that's not, I'm not those people. I can't even imagine.
Okay.
Can't fathom.
Yeah.
No.
But that's around when your prefrontal cortex is fully developing.
Mm-hmm.
Around that time, 24, 25.
Time. Yeah.
So by 24, I think you're...
I was ready for marriage.
No, you know yourself at that time properly.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, but...
24, 25.
I felt like that would be blocking my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
What would I be doing in Austria right now?
You said it was the most beautiful place you know, right?
Oh, it was lovely. I would want to go back by there.
But you wouldn't want to live there forever?
Not live forever, just go for another 6 months.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But then come back and then go back again for another 6 months. Something like that.
Why would you want to live forever?
Why?
Where?
Yeah. Oh, in Kenya. I love my country.
There's no other country you'd want to go and live there forever?
No, I want to live in my country and grow old here.
Mm. Mm-hmm. You don't read something from...
Oh, well, what am I going to read?
You've never done a reading?
I have, but I don't remember.
Just select a place with... I don't know.
Just select. What am I
read a paragraph.
Oh my God.
Just a paragraph or 2.
A paragraph or 2.
Mm.
Oh, let's see. Okay, so shall I go? All right. Why is it hilarious? Life? It's life, I don't know, hilarious or funny. Okay.
Okay, you're having your own private moment.
Yes.
Do you want to share?
You know, the funny thing is, my brain is always working. I told you I write a lot of stories.
And poetry?
Yeah.
And poetry?
And poetry, no, I have poetry, I have,
okay.
But I write a lot of unwritten stories in my head. Like physically, they're just in my head. Everywhere I go, there's a story. What do I write?
How do you mean write?
Write stories in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes I also
are you just talking about imagination?
Yes.
Is it what you're calling writing?
I don't know whether I got something from the Austrians, because I will literally stare at you. If you find me staring at you like this, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm just writing a story in my head about you. Yeah.
Why did you say ain't life funny?
I don't know. I just thought, I don't know what I thought about, but I just thought of something like life is just hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I read?
Sure.
Okay. Ami was late for work the following morning after spending most of the night looking up Kwame's handles on social media. She was not successful. I can confirm you are up late for the first time, Neza called out as soon as she spotted Ami approaching the lounge. You don't want to mention that, Ami called back as she hurried to her office. For most of her morning, she was distracted by a force she hated to think about. She was happy that she had seen Kwame, but the encounter had done more bad than good to her schedule. He was all she could think about, and she wondered why he had chosen another woman over her. For a moment, Amy felt like the world's biggest fool for being angry about being abandoned by a man who seemingly cared less about her. It was time to move past the emotional affair and face the world as it was. After all, they say life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. That afternoon, she was heading to the cafeteria for a quick meal when she saw him again, this time in a white lab coat. Hey! Okay, yeah. There we
All right. So, do you have a parting shot?
Do you have a parting shot?
Yeah.
Oh, we are done. Okay. So my parting shot is this.
To the camera.
My parting shot to all of you, dear Kenyans, dear world. Please be kind to people because you don't really know what people are going through in life. Please find a piece of you that's a little bit, if not a whole lot, empathetic. Just a little bit empathetic. Be kind to people. If you can extend a hand to somebody, don't fail to do it. Just for you, if it makes you fulfilled, to see somebody else happy because you made their day. You know, just be kind to people. To the writers, somebody who is coming up, maybe wants to write, don't be afraid. Just go for it. Write your story because nobody will ever tell your story better than you ever will. Yeah, so that's all for it. So choose is German to mean goodbye. Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick.
Thank you so much. It was good. It was good. You told us some very interesting stories.
Okay, I hope so. Yeah.
We now know something about Austria. We now know about your name, Gaudensia.
Gaudensia.
We now know about your Ghanaian love story.
Love story.
And we now know about your village, Idakahuno.
Idakahuno,
Yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story. We hope you're going to sell very many more copies of the book. Even in Ghana.
Even in Ghana, these guys now, that's actually something I'm plotting because why should I write a story about them and they have not actually heard the story?
You should take it to, you should email a copy, send a copy to the Ghanaian embassy.
That's wise. I'm going to do that, actually.
Yeah, that's something somebody told me about. That's something you can do,
Yeah, I will definitely do that. I don't have to email it. I have to send it over. Yeah. I will take it so that I can explain to them what it's about and why they should buy it, you know? Yeah.
So, anyway, of course, the book is available at Nuria, right?
Yeah, the book is available at Nuria. It's also there.
How much is it? How much does it cost?
Imagine just 1,000 shillings.
Just 1,000 shillings.
Only.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. Conversations in Literature. That was Wanjiru Thuku, author of Dawn of Fortune. My name is Miyamoto Muswahili. This was another episode of Conversations in Literature. If you have any comments about the episode, any feedback, please share on the comment section. We will respond very promptly. So Conversations in Literature is sponsored by Nairobi Academic Press. Don't forget that. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, the Roaring Simba Network, please do so. Until next time.